inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from Glendale. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Taken at about the 6. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Again, it's Benson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes Gurende. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Gray brought in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Murray. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Slot man in motion left. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. Now he'll run, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. A gain of 11 on that one. It's an Arizona 1st down. Murray going to hand this to Benson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Arizona. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. That is a 1st National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. First and 10 now from the 36. On the handoff, it's Guerendo. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
18 yards on the pickup there. First down, 49ers.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Good running inside the 25. And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end this first quarter. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That's Ayuk with it on the left side.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try and run with McCaffrey. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Murray. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is hard. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Murray to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league...
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get about 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll look to throw. He runs with it. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Benson. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Third and long.
Okay, let's make some good plays today. Come on.
Murray now. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Cardinals line up for a punt. He'll punt for the second time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. On the ground, it's Guerrero. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 32 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
One more time, it's Guerrero. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. RPO here, quick shot to Ayuk.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. He is in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. So following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Murray now on second down. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Charvarius Ward able to get the hand in there and make the play.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He'll return it from the 11. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's a third down and 4. Back to throw. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. That one intercepted. And he's just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. The offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but Greg, the pick 6, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick 6, they've got a decision to make now, finding themselves down by 1 here in the second half.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Cardinals will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Second and a yard. taking the give. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Down before he can even think about returning that ball. Whoa! Murray now to throw on first down. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Second down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. Trey Benson, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. The Cardinals lining up for a punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They run once more with McCaffrey. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Third down. 3 to go. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
A run here with McCaffrey. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught by McCaffrey.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The 49ers out for the punt. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They come to the line for this one. 3rd down, needing 3. Play action. It's Murray. He's got his man. It's Harrison. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Over the middle, it's Harrison. Down to the 10. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here is 1st and goal. They'll run here. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field. And finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Back to the air once more on second down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Murray gonna hand this to Benson. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's gonna be a loss of yardage. What a play.
At the 40-yard line.
Work makes the dream work.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Benson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Benson.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
So it's a win